The magnetic ruler, or mag ruler, provides ease of use for a single operator to collect data in the field. The three unique parts of the magnetic ruler are the stick, the head with a screen, keypad, and battery compartment underneath, and the upper attachment, which contains a small magnet held in by a screw. The magnetic ruler does not use rechargeable batteries. Only high-quality AA batteries should be used in the device. The magnetic ruler uses a lot of power to track the movement of the magnet, so we recommend keeping extra AA batteries on hand. Before testing, be sure to check for the screw and magnet on the correct upper attachment. If the device isn't registering a change in depth, check that the proper upper attachment is on the DCP drive rod. The keypad functions in the same way as an older telephone keypad, with additional start, end, and arrow keys to move between and through menus. The start key functions as a forward, yes, or confirm button, while the end key functions as a back, no, or cancel button. The arrow keys switch between options within the same menu. Please consult your manual for full details on assembling the DCP with a mag ruler. However, when assembling a DCP with a mag ruler, ensure that the head of the screw in the upper attachment is facing upward to keep vibrations from backing out the screw over time during testing. Next, we'll discuss the setup functions of date and time, hammer mass adjustment, configure survey, and adjust hammer blow detect. The date and time will be shown on the screen when the device is powered on. Always check the date and time when setting up for a measurement. The data gathered during testing is saved as text files. These text files are named using the date and time set. If the date and time are not adjusted, all tests will be combined into the same text file. A large, single text file could be too large to transfer off of the device. The date and time will reset if the device is not used often. Check the date and time displayed on the device whenever it is in use. Please be aware, the date and time are formatted using the US standard month, day, year formatting. The hammer mass adjustment feature allows the user to change between the two mass options available if using a DCP with a dual mass hammer. As before, use the arrow keys to select the desired mass and use the start and end keys to confirm or cancel the selection. When conducting many tests in the same area on the same site, it may be helpful to use the Configure Survey menu. Please consult your manual for a full list of options under Configure Survey. However, 3 options for date and time are of particular interest. Option A is All and will display date and time on the screen and in the report. N is for None. It will not display the date and time on screen, and it will not display it in the report. R stands for Report Only, and it will not display the date and time on the screen. However, it will display the date and time inside the report. A microphone built into the head of the device triggers a measurement to be taken whenever it hears a hammer blow. There are 3 settings that can be adjusted to ensure that the microphone properly triggers a measurement to be taken when a hammer blow occurs. These 3 settings are sensitivity, short, and long. Sensitivity adjusts how easy it is for the microphone to pick up sounds and register them properly. To increase sensitivity, use the 1 key. To decrease sensitivity, use the 4 key. The short setting is the lower limit on sound length to be recognized as a hammer blow. If a sound was too short, you will get the message ping too short and should adjust the short limit. To increase the short limit, use the 2 key. To decrease your short limit, use the 5 key. The long setting is the upper limit on sound length to be considered a hammer blow. If you get the message ping too long, the sound was too long to trigger a measurement and be recognized as a hammer blow. For example, a plane overhead could trigger ping too long, as the sound of the airplane overhead is too long and outside the upper limit of the long setting. To increase the long limit, use the 3 key. To decrease the long limit, use the 6 key. Next is how to collect data with the magnetic ruler. On the main home screen, the date and time are displayed. Please be sure to check the date and time to make sure that they are accurate, as once again, that is how the text file will be addressed. On the main menu, hitting the Start key will put you into the process of collecting data. Next up is your project information, location, soil type, which is necessary for accurate CBR results in the field, although they can be changed in the report, and soil class. Next is recording blows. Record blows as you normally would while using a DCP traditionally. However, the hammer blow count will be displayed on screen. The units on screen can also be changed during testing and after testing in the report. Keys 1, 2, 3, and 4 are assigned to different sets of units. The 1 key will display SI units. The 2 key will display English units. The 3 key will display the correlations. And the 4 key will display both SI units with a CBR value. While recording blows, if you find that you need to subtract or add 1 from the hammer blow count, use the right arrow key to add a blow to the count, and use the left arrow to subtract 1 from the blow count. As a reminder when using the DCP, the device should not go beyond 3% from vertical, as this could bend the drive rod if the angle is too large. To test this, let go of the DCP device periodically during testing. When the test is finished, there will be a section for an end comment if needed. Then, the data collected can be saved and/or printed from the device. The Data Manager menu is accessed by pressing the End button on the home screen. As a reminder when looking at data, the point 00 is not the first measurement. It is in the reports as a default. View Data is the first option inside of the Data Manager menu, and you can use the arrow keys to scroll through stored files within View Data. Press Enter to select a test file, the arrows to scroll through the data, and End to return to the previous page. As you are able to when recording blows, use the 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys to adjust the units while viewing the data on the device. To transfer data to a USB drive, use the arrow keys to navigate to Save Data to USB under the Data Manager menu. Insert the USB drive and press Start to confirm. Do not remove the USB drive during this process. A light should flash next to the USB port while the process is being completed. The screen will display Data Saved once the process is complete. As a note, please make sure to transfer data often to maintain the necessary space used to transfer files, as the device does use memory space during the process to transfer data to the USB drive. As noted before, if the data on the device takes up too much memory space and the data cannot be transferred to a USB drive, the only way to recover the data is to send the device back to us for a removal process. To print data from the magnetic ruler, navigate inside the Data Manager menu to Print Data using the arrow keys and press Start. Be sure to turn the printer on first. Insert the USB end into the magnetic ruler, and then, and only then, initiate printing from the magnetic ruler. If issues persist, remove and reconnect the printer on the USB side connected to the magnetic ruler. To power off the printer, push and hold the right-hand button, and the indicator light should flash red and then remain off. To delete the data stored on the magnetic ruler, scroll to Clear Data in the Data Manager menu using the arrow keys. Press Start. A message will ask for confirmation to delete the stored data. Use the keypad to enter Yes or Confirm with the Start key, and the magnetic ruler will return to the Data Manager menu once the process is complete. When troubleshooting, if there is no measurement being registered by the device, make sure the proper upper attachment with a screw holding a magnet in place is in use. If the hammer blow count is not increasing, check the hammer blow detection settings. Please contact us to consult with you regarding any issues or damages. Please never attempt to remove the head, including the screen and keypad, from the stick, as this will permanently damage the device.